Hello, my name is Isha Jr., and this is my Performance 3 speech. Today my audience will be Zigri Huerta and Celeste Clark. By the end of this speech, I want my audience to be able to make the delicious Mexican rice. Creating the famous Mexican rice that many love to eat and enjoy takes many steps and a long process. Patience is always a very critical thing in making the rice. The rice will consist of many spices and blending of many vegetables. Also, boiled chicken will have a huge factor in the flavor. I will explain what those are as we continue in our journey in making the best Mexican rice ever. First, I will begin by explaining what all ingredients are needed. You will need black pepper, garlic, tomatoes, salt, onions, and frying oil, as these will all contribute to the flavor of the rice and make it as good as everybody says. As well, you will need to boil chicken at the same time and put it in a low to medium heat. You will use the chicken to serve with the rice and use the broth as flavor for the rice later on in a later step. Only adding 3 to 4 tomatoes, 2 to 3 garlic pods, and 3 whole black peppers, you will add it to your blender and add halfway full of water until you have a paste-like or smoothie-like texturized tomato sauce, which will be added later on in a later step. Now, knowing what spices needed to get started, I will inform how the rice is prepped. You will need to heat up oil and get it to a good temperature. And you will need to wash your rice and make sure it's really clean to remove any dirt or any contaminants from it. And you will eventually add your rice to your oil and stir it continuously until it browns slightly. And when it's browned slightly, you will add your chicken broth and leave some room for your tomato sauce. This will add as the liquid for your rice so it can soak it up and be really soft and very delicious. And you don't want it to rush it because it will have little hard grains of rice in it. Now that you know all the spices and vegetables that broth has been added, I will continue by explaining why patience is key to making great rice. You will need to have the rice cooking in a pot with the lid on it for 20 to 30 minutes, making sure you go every other 5 minutes to check on it. You need to have it on a low heat because you want it to cook evenly and not have hard grains on the top or in the bottom. You want it all to be soft and spongy. And you will also serve it with your chicken, and it will be very delicious. Now that we know how to create the perfect Mexican rice, I will leave you with some thoughts on the process. Making the rice the way my mother makes it has always been a challenge for me. But after years and years of practice in the kitchen, I'm proud to say I've mastered my mother's recipe. I've enjoyed sharing my mother's recipe and hope to see many create this delicious rice and share their experience cooking the rice the way I did. Thank you for your time.